With the help of 8 examples, we will understand how do we apply distributive property to radicals. I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. In this video, we'll discuss radicals, the basic properties of radicals we are covering in set of videos, and here we are going to focus on distributive property. So distributive property, as you know, if we have something outside the bracket, let's say a, and we want to multiply the terms inside, then a gets distributed over all the terms inside the bracket by multiplication. So it is equal to a times b plus a times c. We are going to see how does it work with radicals and what is so special about it. Well, let me thank all the viewers and subscribers for watching my videos, posting excellent comments and remarks. Your suggestions have made this channel extremely helpful for so many students. For past 15 years, we have been uploading videos almost daily, all of them absolutely free, 17,000 plus by now. Thank you once again for this support. Now let's look into the distributive property when applied to radicals and how do we work with these examples. We are going to take 8 examples to master these skills. So the very first one is we are multiplying by a number 2. So let me rewrite this. And within the bracket, we have 7 square root 5 plus 3 square root 3. Now, we'll multiply 2 with the first term, which is 7 square root 5, and also with the second term with the plus sign. So once I do that, what do I get? 2 times 7 is 14, and then we have square root 5 plus 2 times 3, which is 6 square root 3, correct? So that is what we get. So basically, 2, the number itself gets multiplied only with the numbers, leaving the terms inside the radical unchanged. You see that idea? Now in the next case, what we are trying to do here is we are multiplying by square root of 3. So what will happen in this case? Let's look at it. So let me rewrite this. It's the square root of 3, which is getting multiplied to 2 square root 6 minus square root of 12. So let me distribute it, and when we multiply, so 2 is the number. It is good practice to write the numbers first and then the radicals. So we have square root of 3 times, so this dot means times. So I'm rewriting this. Minus, here we have square root of 3 times square root of 12. Now, as we did with multiplication exercise, we multiply the terms inside the radicals together. So we get here 2 square root 6 times 3, which is 18. And we have 3 times 12, which is 36. Perfect. Now we can simplify these radicals. 18 can be written as 9 times 2, right? 9 is a perfect square. So we'll write this as 9 times 2. 36 square root, is 6. And 9 square root is 3. So we get 2 times 3 square root 2 minus 6. Do you see all the steps now? Perfect. And now you get your result, which is 2 times 3 is 6 square root 2 minus 6. Perfect. So that is how we are going to apply the distributive property, expand, and then simplify. Is this clear to you? Now, based on this, you have seen what happens when there is a number to be multiplied. It gets multiplied with the numbers. And what happens when we have a radical to be multiplied? It gets multiplied with the radicals. So here are the next 2 examples where we are mixing the 2 strategies which we just learned. I hope you are enjoying this journey of learning, and in case you want to learn from me, send an email on the address given. Now let's look into the next example, which is this time we are multiplying by square root 2 times 3, 3 square root 2 with 2 minus 5 square root 2. I'd like you to pause the video, answer this question, and then look into my suggestions. So let's multiply numbers with numbers. 3 times 2 is 6. So we get 6 square root 2 with the first term. And the next term, 3, gets multiplied with 5. We get 15. And within square root, 2 times 2 is 4. Well, you could have written 2 directly also, right? But anyway, let's go with this. So we get 6 square root 2 minus 15 times 2 square root of 4. And that gives you 6 square root 2 minus 30. Perfect. So that is how we will get our solution to the very first one, question number 3. Now, question number 4 is very similar to question number 3. I'd like you to pause the video and now answer this question, right? Let's do it. Please check your solution with mine. So let's rewrite the question first, which is 2 square root 3 times 2 square root 2 plus 4 times square root 12. Multiplying number with number, we get 4. Within square roots, we get 3 times 2, which is 6. Plus here, 2 times 4 is 8. And within square root, 3 times 12 as 36. So in this case, we get 4 square root 6 plus 8 times square root of 36 is 6, right? So we get 4 square root 6 plus 48. Clear? So I hope that gives you a good practice. Now take the next 4 examples as your test questions. So here is the one where we'll multiply again by 2 square root 3. The term inside the bracket is 10 square root 6 minus 12 square root. Okay, how am I going to do it? Let's rewrite. So just 2 square root 3, which is being multiplied to 10 square root 6 minus square root of 12. Multiplying numbers with numbers, 2 times 10 is 20. Within square root, 6 times 3 is 18 minus. So if there is nothing, it means 1. So we get 2 and we have square root 36. Perfect. Now 20 times square root of 18 is 9 times 2. And here square root of 36 is again 6. And we get 20 times square root of 9 is 3. And within square root we have 2 minus 12. And that gives us 60 square root 2 minus 12. Clear? So see, that is how we are going to do it. Right. Let's do the next question, which is, in this case, 7 square root 8 minus 3 square root 18. And we are multiplying by square root of 2. So it is written at the end of the thing. It doesn't make any difference. One and the same thing, right? So let's multiply. We get 7. And within square root, 2 times 8 is 16. And here we get 3. And within square root, once again, we got 36. Okay. Now 16 square root is 4. So we could write this as 7 times 4 minus 3 times 6. And that gives us 28 minus 18. And that gives us a value of 10. So sometimes the value of a radical could be an integer, right? Last 2 examples for you to practice. So I hope you are enjoying this journey. Feel free to write a comment, share your views, and if you want to learn from me, send an email to globalmathinstitute@gmail.com. Most of our students are doing extremely well, and we can be part of your success story. Correct. Here, there's a small change. We are multiplying by negative numbers now. Okay, so we have minus 3 square root 2 times 2 plus 5 square root 2. So minus 3 times 2 is minus 5 square root 2 as such. And then plus and minus becomes minus. 5 times 3 is 15. Square root 2 times 2 is actually 2, right? You could write 4 and then 2. So we have 3. So this is 3. I wrote 3 times 2 was 6. Correct. So this is 6. So we have 6 square root 2 and that is minus 30. So we have negative 6 square root 2 minus 30 as our answer. Correct? Next question is the last question for us, which is minus 2 square root 3 times square root 15 minus 3 square root 5. Correct? You multiply 2 with 1, get minus 2, right? It's negative. And within square root, you get 45. 3 times 15 minus Minus and minus becomes positive, and so 3 times 2 is 6. And within radical, we get 15. So 45 can be written as 9 times 5, right? So it's minus 2 square root of 9 times 5 plus 6 times square root of 15. Square root 15 cannot be simplified. So we have minus 2 times 3, right? And radical 5 plus 6 square root 15. And that gives us minus 2 times 3 is 6 square root 5 plus 6 square root 15. Perfect. So we get our solution. With that, we have solved all the 8 questions understanding this distributive property with positive and negative numbers involved. I hope it makes sense. Feel free to write your comment, share your views. If you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. Thanks for your time and all the best.